about him joining the group, but like I said, we saw some good things from the other guys too, where we feel comfortable with a lot of guys playing. He played some 4-on-4 yesterday. Obviously, shooting workouts. Yesterday morning came in pretty early. I think he came and got some shots last night as well when he got in. And he's going through some stuff now, so he's ramping himself up. Takes care of himself. Said he had a nice little routine in quarantine, meditating and all that, staying ready. So he's good as far as that, and physically he looks impressively fine for as long as he's out. Yeah, I have an idea as well, but playing against them last year in the playoffs and then dealing with Kemba and a lot of these guys with USA basketball, I got to know them pretty well. So, and Philadelphia the previous year in the playoffs, so seen them a lot. But at the same time, we leaned on those guys, played with those guys. Last year in the playoffs and half the season with Fournier, so we know them well, and we know they're going to be hyped up, ready to go against their old team, and the familiarity between those guys, it really helped us. We talked to the players about it, some ways to, guard them and go at them at the same time. And so everybody's familiar with both of those guys very well. Grant Williams. I'm not focused on Philly at all. The one thing you'd say is they're all great players, and so it's a little sad to see that, but worried about Boston and what we're doing here. And look at it from afar, you hear the noise, but that's not my concern at all. Yeah, he's been consistent, very versatile. He covers a lot of different areas for us, can guard bigs and smalls, and is a guy that has been here. And so with him, it's a matter of being consistent. He showed us that through preseason and training camp. And with Al out, he's a guy that does a lot of similar things, can initiate some offense, shoot the ball, as well as guard multiple positions. So with some of the schemes we're doing defensively, he fits right in. We've tinkered with a few different things in preseasons and looked at a lot of different guys. And so with the guys being out, Al and Jaylen all that time, we haven't nailed down anything, but we know the guys we're comfortable with. It'll be a matchup thing, game by game. But starting lineup, as I mentioned earlier in the preseason, we'll go with the guys we go with on a nightly basis. It's just a matter of off the bench who we want to match up with, and depending on the team we're playing. No update other than he's feeling good. You got to go through the time and the timeline and the protocols, but we're hoping to have him back soon, and he's feeling good, just like Jaylen was before he got back. Yeah, I talked about it the other day. I don't really get too high or too low, and it is what it is. People say take a deep breath and think about it, but that's not how I really operate. So it's game one for me. I want to see our team improve and do well, but game 2, 3, 4 will be the same thing. So opening night doesn't get me more excited or not, but I'm looking forward to seeing our team play a real game in the regular season, more so than anything. Yeah, it could change when Al comes back. So for the time being, like I said, he does a lot of things that Al does, but there will be nights where there's bigs and smalls. So depending on Al's timeline, we could switch it up until he gets back. Great. I mean, I'm surprisingly, I think maybe to my staff, they're probably surprised or whatever, but it is what it is. I guess my playing career, and I've been through a lot as a player, way harder than this. So that kind of prepared me for it. But being in Philly and Brooklyn the last few years, I think it's prepared me for a lot of different situations. And so that's just been always been my mindset anyway. So you that we have continuity with what we've done in the preseason. I think we played extremely hard. The effort's been great. I preached that effort and execution from day one, and effort has been great no matter who's been in or out of the lineup. And then execution-wise, we're getting there and getting some guys back. But the one thing they've done is shared the ball, and I want to see that continue. So that we saw those in the 4 games, no matter who was playing, and just to see that continue tonight, we know we're going to get from Jason and certain guys, but it's really the growth and what we want to see as our team. And so I'm excited to see that. Excited to see the vets off the bench and the young guys who did well in preseason. So a little mix of everything. Be good. No, not at all. Not at all. He practiced last few days, practiced with it on yesterday and today, and Peyton's going to play regardless. We all know him, so with the mask or whatever, he's ready to roll. Well, he's one of the top perimeter defenders in the league, and he plays with the edge and chip and competitiveness, and he's using that as motivation for sure. So just get back to be who he is. I mean, he's going to be himself, and he's going to guard a certain way, physical, and I think some of the things we're doing defensively will benefit him. And he's another guy like Grant and Jaylen and Jason that can guard multiple positions. So he has a chip on his shoulder like he always does, and I think that'll only be more added motivation for him. Yeah, he can guard bigger wings and some posts, and obviously big point guard. So we feel comfortable with him doing a lot of different things. Good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.